And action! How do you do? I'm hanging in there on this Memorial Day weekend. It's kind of had its ups and downs. I am working on a double crooked tree India Pale Ale. It's kind of sad because we are missing Seamus so much. Friday, my birthday was kind of rough. Uh, Saturday, my family took me out to a brewery about 2 hours from here in the middle of no place, so far away from everything. You've actually got to get on a dirt road to get there. You start hearing, dueling banjos and having deliverance flashbacks as you get out there. It's an incredible little brewery called Piney River. Got a great line of beers, and just the brewery itself is just amazing to go out and check out. So that was a lot of fun. I am still working on this one here. Yesterday we just kind of relaxed though. I just kind of hung around the house, didn't really do anything. I should have been productive. There's a lot I need to do. I really didn't do anything though, to be honest with you. I did do a little grilling though. I smoked some sweet potatoes and grilled a couple great big ribeyes, and they were tasty. Um, Today we're just taking it easy though. Today is going to be another take it easy day. I think I should get out here and mow before it starts raining again, but I don't know if I'll get around to it or not, especially after drinking this. I used my last bit of charcoal yesterday, so I probably won't do any grilling today either. But I smoked a big ham the other day, and I cut off a big chunk of it by the bone and threw it in a big pot of beans. So I've got a pot of beans to have today. So it's kind of comfort food for me. Oh, Memorial Day. My dad. In past years I've liked to have an Olympia. I couldn't find it to have one because that's what he drank in his Olympia. He was a World War II Korean War veteran. He actually received a Bronze Star and Purple Heart for World War II. Uh, yeah, as this sits a little longer, you are getting some bigger notes. The fruit becomes more predominant. Actually, you get more malt the longer it sits. To be honest, a lot of them, the hops will start to get more predominant, but this one, no, the malt is really taken over the longer this sits. So if you really want this to, it's probably best at about 50-55 degrees, but you do feel more hops at a colder temp. It's very fruity, very fruity. Oh, my dad passed away the year Seamus was born. So he actually never got to see Seamus. I know he's seeing him now, though. We're really missing him. Some terrible. Holidays are just brutal. You try to make the best of it, but holy cow, it's wicked. Every once in a while, I can feel the emotions coming on. Every once in a while, my chest just tightens up, and I know I'm gonna start crying any second. And I can feel my chest tighten up, and it becomes hard to breathe, and then it's just brutal. It's something that you really can't make people understand either. It's not, you know, people are well, well-meaning for the most part, and of course, I get all the plethora of cliches, and I mean, be strong. He's in a better, all the things that everybody says to you, and people mean well, so. And I generally try to keep up a brave face when I'm around folks. Sometimes it's hard though. Certain things will bring back certain memories. I try to isolate myself when that happens. Oh, so but for the most part, we're doing okay. We're trying to enjoy our weekend, such as it is. Like I said, Friday was rough, uh, but our daughter spent a lot of time with us this weekend, and our grandson Ben. So that certainly has helped quite a bit. Saturday was just an awesome day all around. I could swear I felt Seamus around me the whole time up there. It's a place he really would have liked. Oh god. Whew. This is a lot of beer happening here. Ah. So I think I've probably said all I need to say about it. It is fine. Here's the thing. You always get beer geeks always ask you certain questions about the beers. You know, how does it? How does it fall in with your is it a top double IPA? And it's so different. I don't know how to compare it to others because it is so malty. I mean, it's not even. I wouldn't even put it up against say even a Sierra Nevada Optimum or a Bell's Hop Slam because it's a completely different type of beer. Even though they all say double IPA or Imperial IPA on the label, they're really different. This is much more malty animals. So if you're the kind of drinker that or hop head that wants thin body, heavy hops, this one is not going to be for you. You're probably not going to like it. It's going to for you. It's going to drink more like a barley wine, an American style barley wine, meaning heavy malt, heavy hops. Um, there is much more malt flavor, much more complexity on the malt end than most, if not all, double IPAs because it is so malty. I'm not sure if somebody just poured me a glass in a snifter, if I'd have thought it was a double IPA, I might have automatically just thought it was a very hoppy American craft barley wine because of the malt complexity and the alcohol content. Uh, in a lot of ways, it almost drinks like a Belgian quad. I mean, you've got it's just a lot of those fruit flavors in there, a lot of date, fig, plum, and the longer it sits, the more I get, the heavier the fruit I get. So yeah, it is very, very quad-like. It does have a lot of characteristics of say a barley wine or a quad, and even a double IPA because it is intensely hopped too. Because it is hopped heavy. I got a fly here; it's driving me absolutely freaking nuts. It has bigger hops than a typical barley wine or a quad does. It's just hopped heavier, or not hopped, but malted heavier than a typical IPA. So it's got characteristics of all of those beers. It's very interesting. It's likable though. I would like to buy it again if I'm ever in an area to buy it again. So on the beer whisperer scale, yeah, it is a buy again because it is different than a typical double IPA because there is a lot going on. It's very malty, but it's still a very tasty beer on its own. And I'd say again, it's a beer that I would probably enjoy more. Um, in the fall and winter because of the complexity. To sit and drink it just a little bit at a time in a snifter, maybe by the fire, something like that. It just kind of hang out and drink it slowly in a snifter. About 55 degrees would probably be perfect. So, this time to Beer Whisperer. I'm just getting started on Memorial Day. I hope you're doing all right. I will be back.